Hey friends, it's good to see you again. Welcome to the garden. So we're going to go back just a little bit. Our first garden here was in 2018. We took some old pallets and some landscape fabric and dirt. Simple, but it worked. 2019, crazy year, new house, found out we were expecting a new baby. 2020, we all know that was a crazy year. Baby came, she was in the NICU, had some health complications. I had some health complications, but we made it through that. And then in 2021, just as we thought life was going to get a little bit easier and we were able to breathe again, we got the leukemia diagnosis, went through most of the year in the hospital for chemo. So the next year, our gardening was done in totes in the front yard. Simple, but it worked. Then in 2023, my dad helped us build some raised beds. They have been amazing, and that just kind of snowballed from there. We started planting things everywhere. It's just amazing how God can use simple, ordinary, everyday things to teach us. He teaches us through the soil, teaches us through the plants, patience, faith, new beginnings. He is so good. And then we started with animals. Of course, chickens were first, then came the goats, and all of these little critters needed a home. So we were able to tear down a building that my in-laws had and build a new one for the animals. And that was a lot of fun, and the kids really enjoyed getting to do that. They loved it so much that they wanted to take their school pictures in front of it. We also built some tractors for the chickens. We started adding trellises and experimenting with different things around the yard. And of course, we added more plants and more animals. Now that we've got all of that out of the way, let's try this again. So let's just take a quick look around here. Right there you see the banana circle, and then you see the raised beds. There are 4 raised beds here. Each of them are approximately 4 foot wide, 8 foot long, and 2 foot deep. We did not have the trellises to begin with, but we had experimented. We did some with hoops and it just put too much shade, and now we just have them like this. I may end up just taking these trellises out because this area does get a bit of shade. Right now the beds are a little bit overgrown with marigolds and sweet potatoes, but we do have some brassicas in there. I believe that there's an eggplant in there. There's a few different plants in here, but I will be working on getting these replanted soon. Recently we cleaned up this area and I just put all the extra sweet potato vines back in the garden bed to kind of act like a living mulch, and it will just put nutrients back into the soil as they decompose. We've really enjoyed these beds a lot. We've been able to grow quite a bit of food here. The only downfall is that they are right close to the chicken coops. Anytime the chickens get out, they do tend to come over here. So I've tried different fencing. I had it fenced around a couple different times with fencing, but somehow they always manage to get in there. As you can see, there are a lot of sweet potatoes, and we did actually find several nice sized sweet potatoes, just the ants had gotten to them. So here's another view looking back at them, and then over at the chicken coop right there. I did attempt to start a small garden right here. Not really a garden, but an area for the chickens just to grow some different plants and stuff for them, but they kept eating everything. Right now the only thing that has survived is this strawberry tree or Jamaican cherry. Recently we did add some more herbs around the edges of the chicken coop, and then we've also laid down some tithonia and sugarcane and other cuttings all around the inside area of the other run. We added a new door to the coop. as well, so now the chickens have access to the outside run and we don't have to use the electric fence around here anymore. But I'll give you a quick peek inside the coop. It's a little messy, so we're not going in there right now. We do keep trash cans and a freezer for feed storage. So we get a lot of critters of the unwanted kind around here. And this right here is what we call the banana circle. And it was just a circle, but recently we connected that with the well just to cut down on some of the weeding that we've been doing. As you can see, there is a big clump of sugar cane still there. Here is our shed. We have a mulberry tree and a beautyberry in front of that, and then some Biden's alba, which is a weed, and it grows like crazy around here. I've got more sugarcane up here. That's some lilies down there in that bed. Sugarcane is kind of everywhere around here right now. And then this bed right here was actually started at the same time as those raised beds as well. I believe that's a crepe myrtle there. There's some zinnias, sweet potatoes, bananas, sugarcane. There's probably some gingers and mulberries, more mulberries in here. And then we have a peach tree up front. All kinds of different plants in there. But thank you so much for joining me for this garden tour. I hope it inspires you to get your hands in the dirt and grow something beautiful wherever you are. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share what's growing in your garden, and let us know in the comments your favorite part of this video. So may your roots grow deep and your spirit stay nourished. See you next time.